You think you're a man? You think because you made it a week, maybe two, you're doing something? Let me tell you something. Those few days of holding your seed are just the entry fee. The real test is when the urges hit you like a fucking freight train at 2 a.m. When your mind's screaming at you to just this once. When you're sitting in your room alone, no one's watching, and you've convinced yourself it won't matter. But it does matter. Every fucking time. Because you're not just fighting against a bad habit, you're fighting against a weak identity. A slave to the screen, a slave to the scroll, a slave to fantasy. You edge, you scroll, you peak, then bam, relapse. Gone. Energy, gone. Drive, gone. Self-respect, out the window. You look in the mirror the next day, and what stares back? That same soft version of you, that tired face, that foggy mind. No fire, no edge, just that lingering shame sitting in your stomach like poison. You tell yourself, it's just once. Bullshit. You've told yourself that 1,000 fucking times. You know how this ends. You ride that high for 30 seconds. Then it's days of walking through mud, sluggish, dead inside. Dreams feel further. You lose your intensity. You stop working out. You stop pushing. You start slipping. Again and again and again. That's the cycle. And until you break it, it's gonna own you. You can't play with fire and act surprised when you get burned. You can't keep starting over every damn week and expect to build anything real. This is life. And life doesn't give a falmaz about how you feel. Discipline doesn't wait for comfort. You wanna grow? You wanna feel power in your chest again? Then you better start showing up like a effing warrior. Because semen retention is war. It's war against your impulses, your addictions, your lower self. Let me tell you something brutal. That version of you that keeps relapsing, that's the beach in you. Yeah, I said it. The part of you that can't hold the line, the part that folds under pressure, the part that sells out your future for 5 seconds of dopamine. You gotta kill that part. You gotta get real with yourself. Stop lying. Stop saying next time I'll go longer. There is no next time. There's only now. And right now, you have a decision to break the cycle or live in it forever. You think you're tired now? Wait till you're 40. Still relapsing, still watching, still jerking off your fucking potential. The pain of discipline is nothing compared to the pain of regret. You say, I can't help it. Bullshit. You can help it. You just won't. You're addicted to comfort. You're addicted to the easy path, to quick release, quick pleasure, soft living. You don't need another video. You don't need another Fing YouTuber telling you 7 tips to stop relapsing. You need to get up, put your effing shoes on, and go suffer. Yeah, suffer. Suffering is the cure. Get out the house, go for a Fing run, take a cold shower, go lift weights until your muscles are screaming, walk till your legs go numb, go talk to real people, smile at strangers, look them in the eye, train your brain to connect with life again, not pixels. Stop staring at every girl walking past like she's a Fing object. You edge with your eyes before your hands even move. Control starts with your mind. Learn to see beauty without turning it into lust. Control your gaze. You control your urges. Control your urges. You control your life. You gotta build momentum. 1 day, then 2, then 7, then 30, then more. But not for the streak, not for some dumbass counter app, for the man you become along the way. Because semen retention ain't about holding in, it's about leveling up. It's about reclaiming your energy, reclaiming your presence, walking in the world like you got a fucking purpose again. That's the energy women feel. That's the energy bosses respect. That's the energy that makes you unstoppable. You start to feel sharper. Your workouts go harder. You recover faster. You speak clearer. You make eye contact with power. Because you're not hiding anymore. You're not ashamed. You're free. But here's the truth. Urges are never gonna leave. You're a man. You've got testosterone flowing through your fucking veins. You're built to want. You're built to hunt. But that doesn't mean you gotta act on it. You gotta learn to hold fire in your hands and not let it burn you. That's where strength lives. In the tension, in the pressure, in the silence where you don't give in. Every time you say no, you're rewiring your brain. You're becoming something rare, something real, a man with control in a world full of slaves. You want to be different? Then fucking act like it. Set your standards higher. Don't be available to every urge that comes knocking. Don't edge. Don't tease yourself. Don't test your willpower. That's how you fall. That's how the cycle starts. Draw a line. Hold it. Relapse is not an option, not if you're serious. Let's talk about the aftermath. You don't want to hear this, but you need to. You need to understand what you're paying every single time you relapse. Because there's a price, and it's high. It's your energy, your drive, your ambition. You ever wonder why some days you feel like a fucking lion and other days you can't even get off the couch? That's your energy system reacting to your choices. See, you're leaking your power like a slashed tire. You get this surge of motivation, you feel sharp, creative, dangerous, and then you blow it. And that drop, that crash, that ain't random. That's the consequence. You're draining your life force, not just spiritually, biologically. Testosterone, focus, willpower, gone. And you know it too. You feel it in your bones. You feel weaker, quieter, foggier. You don't even want to face the world after. Relapse is soul deep. You lose trust in yourself. You tell yourself you'll start over, but part of you knows. You said that last week. That's the real pain. Not the action, the aftermath. You're not lazy. You're just chemically depleted. You're not unmotivated. You're fucking exhausted from this back and forth war. Your nervous system can't reset because you keep jamming it with dopamine spikes and shame spirals. You don't need more willpower. You need to stop bleeding energy. You keep blaming the urges. They're too strong. I can't stop thinking about it. I'm just wired like this. Let me tell you something. The urge is not your enemy. You are. The urge is a test. You're the one failing because you've trained yourself to give in every time pressure shows up. You made comfort your God. You made weakness your ritual. And now you're surprised? You feel hollow? You built that. You built that with every night scrolling through IG models, clicking into the rabbit hole, telling yourself, I'm just browsing. That's not browsing. That's mental edging. And edging is the gateway drug to relapse. You don't fight the urge with logic, you fight it with movement. When the thought hits, move. Get the fangs out the house, walk, run, push-ups, cold water. Call someone. You gotta interrupt the pattern with force. Because if you sit there and negotiate with your demons, you already lost. You don't negotiate with weakness. You dominate it. This isn't about suppression. This is about transformation. You're not supposed to avoid energy. You're supposed to channel it. Sexual energy is the most powerful force you have. It builds life. You think you can't build a business with that? Can't write a book, train harder, speak with fire? You've got nuclear fuel inside you, and you're burning it for porn? Let me be real with you. You don't have a discipline problem. You have a direction problem. You're sitting on a fucking generator and you're not plugging it into anything. That energy's gonna go somewhere, so if you don't aim it, it's gonna eat you alive. Start building. Channel it. Work on your body like a madman. Build your empire. Make music. Make money. Make something fucking real. Transmutation isn't mystical. It's practical. It's simply using the urge as a signal to take action. Horny? Good. Go lift something. Write something. Speak something. Move something. You want to go deep on this? Then we got to cut the safety nets, cut the crutches, cut the bullshit that leads you to the edge, delete the apps, unfollow the thirst traps. Put your laptop in another room if you have to. Block the sites. Don't say, I'll just have more self-control. Farm that. Set the battlefield up so you win. You can't heal in the same environment you broke in. If your room is your trap, get the fuck out. If your phone is your pipeline to poison, put it away when you're home alone. Radical results require radical responsibility. You think this is about quitting porn? About semen retention? Wrong. This is about becoming someone you respect. This is about building an identity so solid that the thought of relapsing disgusts you. This is about becoming a machine, a killer, a builder, a fucking storm walking through the world. You don't just try semen retention, you embody it. You are a man of power, of discipline, of restraint, of purpose. You're no longer available to low-level behavior. You're no longer negotiating with the weak version of you. You wake up, you grind, you build, you train, not because it's trendy, but because it's who you are. Your seed is sacred. Your time is sacred. Your attention is sacred. Everything else is noise. Your routine is your armor. You don't beat urges with good intentions. You beat them with structure. Wake up at the same time. Cold shower. No phone till you earn it. Train till your body hurts. Read. Meditate. Write your mission. Fill your day with intensity. Keep your mind engaged. Keep your soul sharp. Idleness is relapse fuel. The devil feeds on empty time.